Well, I suppose, my father had done a bit of boxing in the First World War. He was in the army in them days, so he did a bit of boxing in the army. So naturally, when he had a couple of sons, which he did, brother, because I'm a twin,
Hmm.
so I got a twin brother. He got on his hands and knees and taught us all just the rude fundamentals of boxing. So we took up boxing, the old Bellingham Amateur Boxing Club where we lived in the borough of Lewisham. All due through the war years and that, when we were about 9.5 years of age. Yep.
And who are your boxing heroes at the time? Because of course there wouldn't have been television to watch the greats on, would there?
Oh no, no, because I mean, if you listen to fights, you listen to them on the radio. You didn't watch them on TV, because TV didn't come into years after that, and then
So
then
who
we
who are your
couldn't.
heroes then, Henry?
Well, my hero was a man called Joe Louis. Anyone in the boxing world know he was a great fighter. See, we never had pop stars in them days. If we were make believing sort of thing, I wanted to be Joe Louis. So, and that was it. And when we grew up listening to guys like Bruce Woodcock, who was a British heavyweight champion. We grew up listening to Freddie Mills, who was a light heavyweight, who was a good fighter. Randolph Turpin. They were all my heroes. In the boxing world. Yeah, yeah.
Now, as you got older and made your way up through the ranks of boxing in this country, you picked up quite a few famous fans along the way, and many of them feature in the book. I mean, you're pictured with all sorts of people: Stanley Baker and even Richard Burton, I think, was a fan.
Well, Richard Burton, Donald Euston. That's funny. The Welsh actors, the Welsh, they love their boxing, and I boxed in Wales several times, and all those three, Burton, Stanley Baker, and Donald, they all lived and were born within a 5 mile radius of each other, so they were all boxing potty, and they used to come to the gym, the Thomas and Beckett, and watch me work out. So we had some good friends.
And also, people who were involved in boxing who'd moved on to other things. Sports commentators, Eamon Andrews, of course, a big boxing commentator in his early career, and so on.
Oh yeah, he done a lot of my early fights on radio. Yeah.
Boxing was very different in those days, wasn't it?
Well, there was much more boxing in them days. I mean, when I was a kid, and in say late 30s, 40s, there was professional and amateur boxing every day of the week, Sunday included. So you could go and watch, or you could, professional or amateur boxing, whatever it was you're liking.
Now, you had so many memorable fights over the years, and I guess everybody always talks about the knockdown, the famous knockdown, don't they?
Clay, yeah.
But I mean, that really almost changed the history of boxing in a way, didn't it? Because if he hadn't got up again, we'd have perhaps seen a totally different decade or so of boxing, wouldn't we?
Well, perhaps, if I'd have called him perhaps, 15, 20 seconds earlier, I only had to have the chance to go at him and land another punch. And in them days, when I had him on the hook, I didn't let him off too often. But unfortunately, when I hit him, it was too late in the round. The bell went when the count got to about 4 or 5. By the time they got him back to the corner, Angelo Dundee then started doing some okey pokery, as we say, in the corner. He one of his team pulled out one of the they had the little glass files with a strong ammonia, which are illegal, but they broke it under his nose and brought him to, and this, that, and other. Then he saw that the glove had stretched a bit and tore the glove a bit, so that all got him extra time. But I mean, that's why you pay top guys the top dollar, because these guys think on their feet, and if the boot had been on the other foot, well, I'd have hoped that Jim Wicks would have done something same for me.
Do you ever go back in your mind to the 21st of May 1966 and thought what might have been? Because at the end, the referee stopped the fight, of course.
Well, he had to in the end, because I had a badly gashed eye in the third round, and Jim Wicks was thinking of stopping it, and it was only me saying no. I said, "Come work on it. I can catch him in the next round," which I did in the fourth round. But unfortunately, it was too late in the round. And then when he came out, he was refreshed. He hit me on the eye a couple of times. It started pumping blood again. So the referee then had no other choice but to stop the fight.